Hey y'all, what's good? What's good? As y'all come in the room, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. So tomorrow will be Sunday, and hold on one second. Let me do this. So tomorrow will be Sunday, and I'm just gonna just. I looked up. I was busy today, but I looked up. I know how to go live, but I'm saying I want to be able to do thumbnails if I can, like you can on the YouTube platform. We'll be doing the circus content also on Instagram. So I will be live streaming. I'm gonna do 7 p.m. late because I want a whole bunch of you guys to get the notifications and the clarification that I'm going to be on Instagram live streaming and on my platform, if that makes sense. So I'll be on here and I'll be live streaming on Instagram. So when you click on the link that's going to be pinned in the chat portion of the live before it goes live, you can click on Instagram link and just subscribe so you can make sure that the notification bell is on with all the option all on Instagram. So when I do a live stream, which will probably be one a day on the circus, you guys can come over there because I told you I'm gonna stop putting content on there. It's a little bit more lenient. You don't really have to watch what you say. Not that I'm up here to be acting up anyways, but it's a little bit more lenient. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend. It's almost towards the end of the week. I always say when Saturday night comes, Sunday is just the fallback day because a lot of us got to go back to work, right? Good thing I work from home, but there's a lot of stuff that we need to cover, and I really want you to follow suit about this because um, people do things and think that they're getting away with something, and this is no coincidence at all. This situation with Nature Boy, with Queen Op, or with Chrisean Rock. I know you guys read the title. Is this a coincidence? Notorious social media influencer, Blueface, Nature Boy, and Queen Op. Um, they have so much in common. I used to say, I hope I wasn't cursing Queen Op when I used to say this when I did commentary on Nature Boy. But I used to say she was the girl Nature Boy. All three of these entities, and then I'm gonna get into individual updates on all of these people. Um, all three of these entities got and gained power from the internet. Hey, Odin, all three of them. We can respect the power, and us as us as people, people of color in particular, and be able to utilize that for positivity. You feel me, Toby? Or you can take and use it for negativity. But sometimes people get the fame, the recognition, the money, anything you ask for when you can pop off that algorithm and you're not, you're doing it effortlessly and you start to over extreme the power that you get, and then you start taking it out on other people that probably love you more than you love yourself, is when there's a problem. And we have seen for years Nature Boy, Queen Op, and Blueface do it publicly and on social media. They're not even smart criminals because a lot of what they were doing was criminal behavior because it's inhumane. First and foremost, you don't treat an animal like that, let alone a person. I'm feeling you for sure. Like I said, you speak all facts. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, sweetie. And what happens is they all had a fan base, supporter base, haters, congratulator. Whatever team you was on, if you were neutral, so be it. But they had like an audience that was laughing at them, not with them, was cheering them on. They were really against them too, because nobody with sense would allow for this to go on for so long. And I think that if they would have checked it at the gate, it wouldn't have went to this point that it's at now. Nature Boy is in his 40s. We all predicted the outcome. It's not looking good for bro. They won't let him out on a bond. He's doing crash dummy stuff, like having his wives put them little helicopter things. I can't think of the name of those camera you know, planes or whatever they call them. I can't think of the name of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Trying to smuggle drugs into the jail. You pick up another case. You can't even get out on the first case, let alone trying to control things in jail. There's not that many people from the culture. Now, I don't want to use the word like what Charles Manson was. Let's put it like that. What we would call what he had. We know what Nature Boy had too. But it's been really sensitive the year 2020, 2024 with YouTube and certain words that you say. So we're going to be very, very selective. Hey, Tanisha, that is so true. And you were telling the truth. Yep. It's hello everyone. Drones. Thank you, sweetie. No nonsense. He took a drone, he had them girls get a drone that was the color of the prison. And at a certain time of the day, they were to pack it up, the stuff in there, the drone, and send it up to the jail to his cell. But it fell. The drone fell. So he got another charge now. The wives have been locked up doing crash dummy missions for him. See, when a person don't love their self and they're a narcissist, they can't love. And these three people are narcissists. Nature Boy is a narcissist. You can record something that Nature Boy said when he was free. And Nature Boy, you could even show him the recording and he was still in your face tell you he didn't say that. So is Queen Op like that. So is Blueface. They have no respect for authority, for people like family or friends who love them. They'll even make lies and dog and drag these people. Look at Queen Up, her own sister, because they basically told her, "We know you know what happened to Michelle. You're her sister. We know all of this. Ain't no telling what other intel information to confirm that the sister was well aware of what Queen Op was doing to Michelle." They all have similar ways of what they were doing to the people around them were criminal. Look at Blueface. He's in jail for 2 DVs. Now, to add, insult to injury, why would you pick up 2 more cases on top of a serious case of owing a club owner 13 million with interest? Now it's 14 million to come back to your state and stop putting hands on both the baby's mother and get 2 DVs. Not 1, 2. It's too much power. Sometimes you can't give too much power to no man or to no woman. Some people know how to handle the fame. Some people don't. They take it to their head. Nature Boy, he was saying he wasn't eating animal products. Come to find out, he didn't smoke cigarettes. He didn't want no smoke in his lungs. Come to find out, this man was smoking weed, doing ayahuasca. He was drinking red wine. He went from red wine to Hennessy to what is it? Tito's or whatever it's called, and the tequila, other expensive tequila he used to get. And all we seen towards the end before the FBI came and got him was that man under the influence every day of some stimulant. And he was supposed to be in the conscious community, and nothing's conscious about him. Nothing's conscious about Queen Op, and nothing's conscious about Blueface. Now, let me just say this to you too, and this is going to apply to all three of them. When you get information from these three entities, Nature Boy, Queen Op, and Blueface, please understand clearly what I'm trying to say. You can't really even get the information from the horse's mouth from none of these three. You can't hear from the horse's mouth because they all lie, or they're telling the truth, but they add extra stuff to it, so it's a lie now. And because their whole life, because Misery Likes Company was mass confusion, they don't want you to really know the real. Because if they told you the real and said it in a certain amount of time, then you wouldn't want to tune into Nature Boy or Queen Op and Blueface. The circus for all of them would be over with. They wouldn't be to no importance. This was their life, social media and terrorizing the people that are around them. And you notice they do it to people that are kind of delayed. Who is Nature Boy? Nature Boy is he's a cultist, and he had a community of wives that are not legally married to him, and men that they used to be his servants, I would call them. And they would come to his camp on Social Security, SSDI, or maybe money that they've saved up, watching him, you know, talking about the consciousness in the world, living off grid, planting your own food, and not buying it from the supermarket, eating organic, not eating animal products. But then he turns around and does all of the stuff that he tells us not to do. He started doing it because he went crazy. You know why he went crazy? Because it's hard to keep up with a lie because the truth remains the same. That's why he went crazy. He went crazy from his own self going crazy. You know why? Because again, it's hard to keep up with the truth because the truth remains this. No, it's hard. I'm sorry. It's hard to keep up with a lie because a lie, you got to go on and on and on and on and on. The truth remains the same. Now, if all you're doing is lying, manipulating people, living off of people's money and mistreating them and living a lie, you can't remember all your lies. Nobody can. And that's all these three people have done on social media. They have displayed how they treat their own kind bad. There's a video floating around, and it's labeled something like part 2, when Blueface was kicking his own mother out of the house and his sister. It was straight disrespecting his own mother. And that video was gonna come up and expose him, to remind people, don't feel bad for this brother. He ain't been bamboozled. He did this to himself, Blueface did. But you know what? Let me just tell you something. People let you down every day. That's why you never put your belief and your faith and your trust into man. And when I say man, I'm referring to a woman or man, because they always will let you down. Only one's not gonna let you down is God. There's things that I've done for people on this platform. I don't know them from a hole in the wall. And if I walk past them in the street, I probably wouldn't even know that that was the person that I helped maybe build their channel, because I like what they were speaking about. I liked them because I just liked the energy that was exuberant from the conversation. They just got up here and did their thing. But see, as much as you give and love on somebody that you don't know, those be the same ones that will backstab you. You got to be careful who you associate. You got to protect your eyes and your ears, because if you don't, you're going to be subjected to people who are perpetrators, and they're going to be violators, and they're going to convict the weak, like Nature Boy would say. He don't want nobody with a plan B, Nature Boy always said. He don't want a woman that got a plan B. Why? Because that's a threat to him. He don't want a woman with a plan B. He wants a woman that has no options. And that's Blueface and Chrisean, and that's Queen Op and Michelle, and that's Nature Boy and his 4 or 5 wives that he had. He had more than that, but they decided to drop him like flies. These kind of people, they get so powerful, they start to make so much money off of social media, their head gets swole. They respect the money more than the human. And they'll do anything to continue to get the bag, any means necessary, as long as they're not making themselves look bad. And this is what these three entities did for the longest time. And then you're gonna run across the wrong person who has had enough, and you're gonna go to jail. And that's what's happening with these people. Now there was an update that was done. I'm trying to get into touch with Cherry Boom. I'm gonna respond to that, and I'm gonna leave it alone, because at the end of the day, I ain't fitting, even with all the little shade around me. On You did a update on Queen Op, and they said she was in jail and X, Y, and Z, and and how do you know that's true? Because I heard she's in a boarding house. I don't care where Queen Op's at. All I know is that Queen Op is not gonna get no slap on her wrist wherever she's going. But I am trying to get in touch with Cherry Boom, because I'm wondering where she got information from. Because I used to take her word, because everything that she used to bring to the table was always 100. Doing what they do at Junior's age. Junior sleeps away too much. His cry is not normal. Rock only worried up. Well, we know she's not worried about Blueface at all. We know that he really did do it to himself. Yeah, Nature Boy definitely did it to himself, and so did and so did Blueface, and so did Queen Op. Like I said, I'm trying to get in contact with Cherry Boom. Um, I did try to reach out to her yesterday, and my phone rang, got sidetracked, and then this morning when I got up, I went to go into my inbox, because I had a couple of messages, and I thought one was from her, and I said, oh, I started to contact her. My phone rang, I got distracted. But the fact still remains that these people have taken this foolishness to the next level, to a level where they're breaking laws. You know why? Because they think they're above the law. Because they had a community of people that was rooting them on. They didn't know, well, they claimed they didn't know that this stuff was real. This was no acting. This wasn't no love and hip hop. This was real life, what these people were going through. And we got a peanut gallery. Nature Boy had his peanut gallery. Queen Op had hers, and Blueface had his. Of people egging this on. Now I'm gonna get down to the bottom of Queen Op, whether she's in a boarding house or in jail without the bill. I've seen some slick, sly, throwing shade because of my reporting on Queen Op being incarcerated, which she could have been, for all we know. May not even have been in the state that she's living in, for all we know, right? But people try to act like they're experts, because as commentary channels like myself, we make this look easy. So they think that they can get up here, they get a little audience, you help them get an audience on top of that, and they want to sit there and think they got a voice, and they want to low key from a distance subliminally say things like you ain't paying attention. But I ain't got too big for myself. I only have almost 23,000 subscribers. I'm at the bottom of the tadpole, but I say that humbly because I'm a humble person. When you come from a good cloth, you ain't got to brag about getting to almost 23 subscribers and having a large enough community that I'm very appreciative of. But one thing I have never been known to do, even when I was doing commentary on Nature Boy, and I got a lot of hate from people, and especially when he went to jail and I still was doing commentary on him, people harassed me and did all kind of stuff and shaded me. But one thing I will say is I never, ever, I say it even to people that come up on my platform in the past, Don't use anybody's name. You're not making nobody relevant on here, and you're not gonna start fake beefs on the internet, because the internet gives cowards an outlet. Because that same energy and all that low key shading that you're doing on the internet, you wouldn't do it if you was in my face. So I don't really care about this little chatty patty kitty witty stuff, because you don't care about the person I'm speaking of no more than I do. You know that that person ain't ish either. They're not ish either. Ish. That's the word we're gonna use. Okay, abbreviation. You don't care if they come or go. So I don't get how, you're so stuck. Well, these people are so stuck on, well, Queen Op's not in jail. Okay, she's not in jail yet. But Queen Op is got somebody to answer to for what she did to Michelle. And I can't believe that Big O allowed that to happen for that long. Oh, I can. Well, actually, I do know why they allowed that, because they would get money off of her, and so was Keys, Brandon Keys, her manager, who was getting a commission off of each of the people that were under him once a month, including his own big old check, to sit inside of a car and allegedly smoke on a cigar, and he wanted to create beefs to get money, because drama sells, and it's really sad, and to be at the expense of people that, like I told you before, they're delayed. Chrisean Rock delayed, Michelle delayed, Malia, the main chick, I'll call her, the wife, one of the wives, the main wife of Nature Boys, delayed. Aya, really delayed. Okay, and the list goes on and on and on. Zoka delayed. They're all delayed. They only pick delayed victims, people that do not know how to defend themselves. They're the weakest link. And Nature Boy will tell you in a minute, I like women that are crazy, kind of crazy, because they got some good. So when you hear people, and then when you hear men say all the time, I don't want a woman with a plan B. And would ask his own women, do you got a plan B? They would say adamantly, no, because he's got them trained, he's got them brainwashed. He's literally washed their brain. So what makes sense to the general population, which would be, yes, I do have a plan B. If it don't work out with me and you, I'm going down south somewhere. I'm going over here to the west. But I'm not going to stay in this. They're not going to say that. What makes sense to them is they don't have a plan B. So you just gave up all your power. And then you want to sit there and complain like a lot of these women and men did when you left Carbonation. You want to get up here and now build your platform, piggybacking off of you being a victim because you was in Nature Boy's camp. But when people were trying to pay for planes to get you back from Nicaragua and all these different places that he was in, Panama and Dominican Republic and all these other places, Mexico, Puerto Rico, y'all didn't want to budge. You know why? Because he also likes to get people who he can manipulate, show them these beautiful exotic islands that he's on, how they're just lounging, not knowing he got about 12 servants, probably six guys and six women, and all they do all day is clean and cook while he sits around, eats, and he's on live. He's a man that disciplines men and women, degrades them, and they still sit around because that's all that they think that their worth is. He's convinced them that they've came from generational curses, and they probably have. We know Blueface has. We know, and I'm glad for some of you that don't know who Nature Boy is, because I don't think you want to know him. When I first started doing commentary on him, I used to get nightmares because I could not believe some of the images that I used to see at the beginning when I used to just look, when I bumped across one of his videos. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to start doing commentary on this dude. And I want to know how many people know who he is. And surprisingly enough, there was a lot of people that knew who he was. This is a real sick man. And they're trying to keep him behind bars. See, a lot of people that are in that culture, let's call it, like I keep saying, we got to be selective with the words. They don't usually make it back to being free when you have a culture like that. Well, you know what I mean when I say culture. I don't want to say the word. Charles Manson didn't make it out. He went to heaven there, wherever they took him. Let's put it like that. We hope even the bad go to heaven. Everybody should be forgiven. It says for real, this junior is development delayed somehow. Yeah, I don't really want to talk too much about Junior because it is a sensitive topic when you talk about somebody's kids because Junior didn't have to be here. Shell the counselor. It says the way I see it, all the sisters are jealous and envious of each other. Yeah. Chat syndrome. That's Chrisean's baby has poor. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about Chrisean's baby. I'm really talking about these narcissists up here, because I really feel bad for little Junior because Junior didn't ask to be here. He got a messed up father and he got a messed up mother. And I feel bad for him, because I think he's got he was dealt a bad card, I mean, but look at Chrisean. Look at Chrisean. She went through what she's putting her own kid through now. Yeah, you got money, so okay, you're living better, but you're not doing better. You're not doing better. You're not giving your child the opportunity to grow because of the simple fact that what you're doing around him, thinking, well, he's young, he's not going to remember. But why, if you know what you went through and how it affected you, why would you bring these generational curses to your kid? Why? And I hate to say this, I don't care what nobody says. It's really sad that I feel sometimes like she loves Blueface more than she loves Junior. And right now she has time to change her behaviors before he starts remembering, and as he gets older, having resentment for Chrisean Rock. Don't ever love your child more or respect your child, give a man more attention than your own child, because that man in the long run is definitely not going to respect you, because yeah, he wants your undivided attention and the heck with Junior, but at the same time he's not respecting you because he can't believe that you would do that for him. And that's your child that you carry for 9 months. It says a lot about that woman. Only insecure men. Exactly. True love means you want the best for the other person, even if not the best for you. Right. Exactly. Hey, Dion, one of my members. Yeah, I do know who he is. Yeah, child, I don't think he's getting out anytime soon. He gonna definitely do a bid. They did give him a deal. I want to say it's been so long since I've done commentary on him, but on the on the R, I think it's on the R. I don't know if it's the false imprisonment or the R. I'm gonna have to go back into my archives because I have videos, of course, of updates of his court proceedings. Not anytime recently, but I'm saying, but he did get a deal. I don't know if it was the false imprisonment or the R. So he thought when he got a deal for one of the charges, it blew his head up. So he started acting like Natureboy behind bars, even on steroids now. Oh, I'm innocent. That's why they're gonna cut me a deal. No, you better take that deal and stop playing around, because you take that to trial, you could be in there for 20 or 30 years. It says when Chrisean is with him, she displays NP. Yes, syndrome. It says, I remember that when the last blogger was talking about carbonation, Storm Moreau was talking about him one time. Yeah, because Storm Moreau was probably talking about Natureboy because affiliation with Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright started turning into a Natureboy herself. And doesn't Storm Moreau They all used to be in the same circle with Jaguar Wright and all of the rest of them, Tasha K. Nope, yeah, I don't like I said, I really honestly don't want to talk about the little boy, like I said, that's for Chrisean to have to deal with. I really feel like, like I had said the other day, how low was Junior. I left it like that, because you don't want to get too into talking about somebody's kids. I mean, I think that's a violation. It's not his fault, whatever he has. And the people that need to deal with it should be more concerned about him in that situation than we are. It says, new to the channel, been listening. I like your commentary. Thank you, sweetie. Welcome, honey. Honey Red, sweetie. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. I've been running my mouth, so I ain't said nothing. Yeah. So it's just really a sad situation. And somebody's gonna end up catching it in the long run. And when Natureboy used to do this mess with his women, they used to get into physical altercations. Nothing's gonna come good out of, even with Bonnie Lachey and Chrisean. From a distance, I feel like Blueface is throwing rocks and hiding his hands. And it's really sad. I really feel like he's throwing rocks, hiding his hands, and he's even got his mother convinced that I'm in here, mom. So everything Chrisean's doing is saying, how is it me doing it? I'm in here. No, you're in there. And the reason why it's your fault is because you're on the phone, the Jill phone call, and you're putting the battery in her back. And you're doing it because she'll do anything that you tell her to do. And it's sad. Says Chrisean has to help Junior to get a PDS specialist to help him on. And it's really sad, you know what I'm saying? But like Chrisean said, and I kind of respected the post. Now, all that, the way she was kind of coming at the fans that I guess unfollowed her, she had said, listen, talk about me as much as you want. I wish somebody would talk about me like people talk about Chrisean Rock, Natureboy, Queen Op, and Blueface. Promote me for free. But if you talk about me, you gonna talk about how you hating. You talk about these three entities, you're talking about real trifling people. People that have done things to people, and I don't know how they sleep. I haven't done anything to anybody. But I wish somebody would promote me. And this is how these people got as big as how they got people talking about them. Spreading awareness. It started off with awareness and it just blew up their whole set. They just didn't know how to deal with the fame that came. And that's the bottom line. They didn't know how to deal with it. They didn't know how to handle it. And they took it to their head. And that's why Natureboy's in the situation he's in. And Queen Op's in the situation she's in. And Blueface is in the situation he's in. And guess what they all have in common? If they're not in jail, and this is for the ones that are in the bushes, they're on their way to jail. That's what the ending goal is. The ending goal is to get them behind bars because they are a menace to society. They need to be rehabilitated. They're trying to get them off the street. If they're not off the streets, like I said again, they're gonna be off the streets very soon. That is what the ending goal is to get them off the streets. If you guys are on my other channel, SL Davis Social Media News, as you guys know, even from the profile, that is my second channel. Make sure you subscribe over there. Also, I want to say to you real quick, tomorrow I'll be doing a live stream. I'll be live streaming from my main channel, which we're on right now. Majority of you guys are on the channel here. But I'll also be going live from Instagram because I'm trying to redirect you guys to my Instagram platform. So make sure when you go into Instagram while I'm live tomorrow on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, make sure you hit the follow and pick the option all. So when I put out my reels and my live streams, you'll get your notifications on your phone or whatever, how you get them. Because I definitely will be doing a live stream today. I mean, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd rather do it later because I know people got to go to church, take care of their family, wash clothes, do errands before they, get ready for Monday and Sunday dinner and all the rest. So I'd rather wait to, it is crazy, honey, Red. So I'd rather wait to the end of the day when everything's winded down for everybody, and then I'll do my live stream. This says Turner TV was saying they are officially married. Is that? Yeah, I heard about that too, baby girl. I heard that they it's crazy. I heard that Chrisean Rock and Blueface got married in Las Vegas. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I had heard. That's what I had heard. Hold on one second. I'm gonna ask her how she's feeling, and then I'm gonna just drop it on her. I don't know what this is here. I was looking at something real quick. This is crazy. But anyways, yeah, that's what I heard too. But I already had a situation with the Queen Op, and we got people that are all in their feelings and where'd you get that information? Why didn't you do using words I've been using way before they even probably thought to even put up a YouTube video. Your due diligence, and you got to use the word allegedly. Man, I've been using that word. I probably got other people in communities similar to this, especially the Natureboy sector, saying that word because I've been saying it. Or in my opinion, allegedly. I should get it. I should open up my store on my platform and make some of my sayings on t-shirts. That's how popular they are. Allegedly, or in my opinion. Or ooh child. Honey, got a whole bunch of them. But yeah, that's what I heard too. But until we hear from the horse's mouth, I'ma stay clear from it. Actually, I was gonna speak about it today, and I probably will do a premiere video, but it won't be no whole live on allegedly Blueface and Chrisean Rock being, what is that? Being married. I don't know how true it is, but you know what? It could be true because think about it. And the best person to do it would be with Chrisean Rock. I think Jaidyn got a little bit more marbles than Chrisean Rock. I believe that if he did get married to Chrisean Rock, I honestly believe that any owing that or settlements that Blueface has, that's gonna roll onto Chrisean Rock. So, if he did get married to her, why did he get married to her? Business, business, and no pleasure, just business. And that's all I can say about that, because I really feel like um the way he treats her, I really feel like he is really not no. It's more of lust than love. Is basically what I'm trying to say to you. It's how I look at that between those two. I don't look at it as a serious relationship. People trying to do everything they possibly can to be together and stay together. I think it's a lot of, the flip flopping. 1 minute Blueface is over here with Jaidyn when it's convenient, and then when it's not, he's over there with Chrisean Rock, and he's doing it in their face, and that's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is the trait of all three of these characters right here, is that they all do the same thing. And you know why? What they also have in common, they do it to people that are delayed. They're not going to take advantage of somebody like you or me. They do it to people that are going to go for it. They're going to go for the okie doke. They're not going to do that to people like me and you. You and me, I should say. They do it to delayed people. And it's messed up. It's messed up. But whatever goes around comes around, and they'll have their day, trust me. And it's so sad that, I don't want you to think I'm sounding bitter, but I do believe that people do have their days. And I think that their day is coming, you know? Now, when it's coming, I can't answer that. But how it's coming is not looking good for none of them. It's just so sad that they let all of this go to their head the way that it did, to the point of sacrificing your freedom for this for the fame. And now you're all a one-hit wonder. Queen Op, she was in the algorithm. If you looked up her monthly searches of how many people would search for Queen Op with a space, or Queen Op, one full word, it used to be at like 500, almost a half a million search monthly. Now it's down to like 2,000 search monthly. So she was, what goes up must come down. Same thing with Nature Boy. His number monthly searches of how people, he was so popular on the algorithm popping. He's just he diminished. Nobody wants to hear nothing else about him. But when he was free, everybody wanted to tune in. And it's the same thing for Blueface. He's the next one that's gonna be not relevant. Hey, Cyrus, salute to you. I'm telling you, it's just so sad. That's why I feel like this. If you can't talk no sense into a dummy, hey, go hard or go home, because you know what? You gonna catch it when they catch up with you. And that's what happened. I hope in their sick mind they accomplished what they were trying to accomplish, because what they got out of it was nothing but their freedom being taken. Because these courts are not playing with neither one of these three: Blueface, Queen Op, or Nature Boy. They're trying to sit you down and rock you to sleep. They're not playing with these two. I mean, these three, the Three Stooges. They think this is a game. This is not a game. This is not a game. This is their life and other lives that they are playing with. And it's not going to end well. And it's really sad. So I just want to do an update on that. When I get further information about Queen Op, where she's at, because I don't care what the update at this point. I don't want to hear any sources saying anything about Queen Op unless I take the time out to do my own due diligence and look it up myself in on the clerk's office when I get some time. And I'm be honest with you, I ain't made no time to do it. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, I ain't had no time. No, I ain't made no time. I done moved on. I do content on an array of people. It's called the circus. They're far more interesting, even though they're clowns just like Queen Op and the Nature Boys. But we done moved on. We evolved. I'm backpedaling. Now, if there's an update and I can call the clerk's office, say Monday morning, if I make time, I'll even record the phone call. But until then, life will go on. We already know what the outcome's going to be for all three of them. So we don't know when it's going to come, but it's going to come. They did too much for people to turn a blind eye for it, because the ones that are now, if they at this point turn a blind eye to it, they're going to be just as responsible as the people doing these crimes, which is Nature Boy, Queen Op, and Blueface. The system is not having no liabilities make them a liability. And that's why if they're not in jail, they're going to jail. And I'm referring to Queen Op. If she's in a boarding house, she better pray she stays there until she gets on her feet and is not jail as her other option. That's all I'm going to say to you about that situation. And that's my opinion. We ain't got to put no allegedly behind it or before it. It's an opinion. It said, yep, when chicken comes to roast. Right, exactly. Tell it. I'm trying to tell you. Tell the truth and shame the devil, honey. Ain't nobody above life's classroom, even if they try to act like it. I might drop the ball one day and you ain't dropped the ball yet. but you still ain't above life's classroom. You might sound smarter than me. That don't make you smarter than me. But if you want to make yourself out to be the smart guy and you know everything, then you go right ahead and you go looking like a fool by yourself. Because, honey, I'm not trying to be in competition with it. I'm in my own lane, staying in my own lane, moving forward, and ain't got time. So listen, I'm about to get up off this live. I just wanted to do a short live. I'm about to cook my seafood and look at my little shows because it's time to get off. SL Davis, it's time to get off. The show must go on. It's time for me to eat and relax. So I will be doing my first IG live tomorrow on my IG page. Let me just share the page and I'll put the link in there before we leave. Let me at least do that. 1 second. And there's no way that you, oh boy, here's Carlissa talking again. I won't be speaking on that to tomorrow. She looks lovely. All right, hold on 1 second. Profile, I want to hear what she has to say. But I'm going to wait till I get off. That's why I'm definitely going to be getting off right now because I got to cook. It's getting late. And I got to stop eating late anyways because spring's about to be here before you know it. So here's the link. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. But go to the channel. This is my channel so that you know who you're following. But I'll be doing my live streams. They won't be on. I'm going to show. Well, actually, let me show you so you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to the page now. Hold on. Wait a minute. So this is my page right here. It might appear to be a juicing channel. It is. It's my lifestyle. So that's why you see a lot of food and fresh juices and beautiful salads and all that kind of stuff. Go check that stuff out. My lifestyle and how I eat and what I drink. But my reels, always look in the reel tab because when I do live streams or any reels updating you about the circus, it'll be on the second tab, not the post. Because I just learned that if you don't want your videos on the front page, which is the post page, I don't know what they call this page. Post. You can there's an option on your phone that you can, I think, press down on the picture and you can select and they'll put it in the reel section. So it basically hides it from your main page. I don't want Blueface Chrisean Rock, Natureboy, none of that ever to be on my front page because this is my lifestyle here. You'll always see the videos on the reel section, the second tab. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll make sure I put it in the community section, but I will be going live and we will be talking. I got so much stuff to update you with. I don't even want to get started because then I'll get winded and I'll never get off and cook. So yeah, make sure you go over and subscribe to or follow, whatever they call it, to my IG so that you are available with the notifications to go live with me on IG. I don't want to be up there with 2 people, honey, because I'll sure enough get off real quick. So yeah, there's the link. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Domlit87. Yeah, this is my other channel because I got the live running on 2 channels. My main channel and then the SL Davis social media news channel. So this is, yeah, there is 2 lives going. Not Carlissa. Yeah, she went live at 4 hours ago. So somebody said something to trigger. But honey, I won't be doing no update until tomorrow. I know when I wake up, it'll be updates after this live from other commentary channels that, are doing the commentary on this stuff. But honey, it won't be me. I'm going to be stuffed and rolled out and relaxing. And ain't gonna be doing no more work until tomorrow. So y'all have a blessed weekend. I will talk with you tomorrow. Mwah. Love y'all. Stay blessed.